And he's staying. And my legacy will be unleash the magic, unleash the magic. If we lose, then it's a crime. But we can win it. It's up to you to not fail this time. Unleash the magic, breathe on magic now. Unleash the magic, breathe on magic now. Magic power. Unleash the magic.
Pettiness of it all is just psychotic.
Oh, hey there, Riddle. He said that your prettiness is iconic.
Parents overwork, yeah. Sticking to the man. Hate the way they jerk, yeah. Sticking to the man. Tired of the system. Sticking to the man. Rise up and resist 'em. Sticking to the man. Break the rules, ignore the signs, and call away outside the lines. Go off the script, do what you like. They hate and they can take a hike. Why live your life to someone else's plan? Sticking to the man. am the best student and strongest mage of anyone in this house. Remember that. You shall obey. Do you think I take your heads for my pleasure? If this behavior continues, then every one of your heads will roll! Alright,
I never realized how incredibly handsome you are.
I am never wrong. I must be right. If I'm not right, then what does this all mean for? I've been so good all these years. always control my desires. I gave up so much.